Hello, 6th standard Cbse children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. I hope you are doing well. Today we are doing video number 12 as chapter 2 components of food, where we are going to discuss assignments and textbook questions. With that we call it as discussion. Correct? So this is components of food textbook questions. I am just going to mark some important keywords, usual keywords that is given in our textbook, and then assignment that we have written so far for this chapters. Chapter 2 components of food as different videos, right? So that I am giving it as Cbse bio video number 12 for. Okay, so this is our introductory part. This is video number 12, chapter 2 components of food. Okay, now this scoring key that you please have it. This is for assignment number 9. Right? Now we have learned about components of food. Is it not? The first question, what is called nutrition? Initially called the process by which living things obtain and use food is called nutrition. I repeat, the process by which living things obtain and use food is called nutrition. Then classify nutrients in food. Classify nutrients in food. That is components of food. Okay. Nutrients in food can be classified into carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. In addition to this, our body needs roughage and water. I hope you understand. Yeah? So I say nutrients in food can be classified into carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition to this, our body needs roughage and water. Sorry? Then what are bodybuilding food? What are bodybuilding food? The food that is used by the body for growth and to repair sick or worn out tissues. Sick or damaged or worn out tissues are referred as bodybuilding food, and they are rich in proteins. Example, dairy products, fish, egg, meat, and pulses. I repeat, dairy products, fish, egg, meat, and pulses. Okay, then write a note on proteins. As proteins are bodybuilding food, they are a part of tissues and muscles. They help the body grow to repair worn out tissues. Now, example, hemoglobin, a protein found in the blood cell. RBC particular, blood contain RBC, WBC, and blood platelets. In that, RBC, red blood corpuscles, will have hemoglobin that carries oxygen and carbon dioxide through the body. It is a protein. Heme is the iron content. Globin is a protein part. And proteins called enzymes help to carry out chemical reactions in the body. We have learned about hormones and enzymes today. Yeah. So these enzymes help to carry out chemical reactions in the body. I hope you have written like this. Then describe in brief experiment to test the presence of fat in the food items. To test the presence of fat, we need food sample, normal oil, and sheets of paper. Place a food sample between the folds of folded sheets of paper. ரெண்டு மூணு பேப்பர் ஃபோல்டு பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம்ல அதுக்கு இடையில இந்த ஃபுட் சாம்பிள் நார்மல ஒரு வடையோ இல்லைன்னா எண்ணெய் பதார்த்தம் ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு வச்சு பூரியோ வச்சு then crush the food sample with the paper, right? And then let the paper dry. Hold it in front of the light like this. பார்த்தோம்னா இந்த ஒரு மாதிரி shady appearance தெரியும். That is appearance of a translucent area on the paper shows the presence of fat in the food sample. Appearance of translucent area on the paper shows the presence of fat in the food sample. I hope you understand. So this is for our video number 12, assignment number 9. Are you clear? I have written like this. Illenalum paravalle, understand the mistakes and then learn again correctly with these answers. Another question, what is called nutrition? Classify nutrients in food. What are bodybuilding food? Write a note on proteins. Then describe in brief an experiment to test the presence of fat in the given food item. I hope you understand. The next one is assignment number 10. As what are all we have discussed in the video, adan nam question usually. But one or two munna pinna na class la sollirupen, ada base panni edippen. I would not have been sticking on to this exact portion what I have given in the question paper. So you should listen carefully. Food is the basic necessity of life. Food is defined as any substance of either plant or animal origin consumed to provide nutritional support for an organism. It contains essential nutrients that provide energy, helps in normal growth and development, repair the bone or tissues, and protect the body from diseases. Are you listening? Food is the basic necessity of life. Food is defined as any substance of either plant or animal origin. என்ன சொல்லிருக்கேன்? Plant or animal sources. Okay. And it is consumed to provide nutritional support for an organism. Are you clear? Then it contains essential nutrients that provide energy, helps in normal growth and development, repair the bone of tissues, and protect the body from diseases. This is defined as food. I hope you understand. Then give a flow chart for major nutrients of food. Give a flow chart, major nutrients of food. Nama PPT la pathole PowerPoint presentation the same. So major nutrients of food as a way of representing. Carbohydrate, fat, protein, minerals, water, roughage, and vitamins. I repeat, carbohydrate, fat, proteins, minerals, water, roughage, and vitamins. I hope you understand. Then, what are carbohydrates? What are carbohydrates? And actually, the carbohydrates are organic compounds composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbohydrates are organic compounds composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now, carbohydrate is an essential nutrient which provides the chief source of energy to the body. I repeat, carbohydrate is an essential nutrient which provides the chief source of energy to the body. Then glucose, sucrose, lactose, starch, and cellulose are the examples of carbohydrate. I repeat, glucose, sucrose, lactose, and cellulose are examples for carbohydrates. And these carbohydrates are further classified into monosaccharides, example glucose. It will have only simple sugar, right? Monosaccharide, example glucose, disaccharide, sucrose, and polysaccharide, cellulose. Sure? So I repeat, monosaccharide, disaccharide, and polysaccharide. You should know the spelling for saccharide, SACCHARIDE, monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. Then give the essential, what are essential amino acids? Name them. The essential amino acids are those that cannot be biosynthesized by the body and must be obtained from the diet. Essential amino acids are those that cannot be biosynthesized by the body and must be obtained from the diet. Then the essential amino acids are phenylamine. There are 9 essential amino acids as phenylalanine, valine, threonine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, and histidine. I just listen. Phenylalanine, valine, threonine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, and histidine. I hope you understand. So this is essential amino acids. Go through panna. Spelling padi. One nimsham tare. Spelling. Phenylalanine, valine, threonine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, and histidine. Spelling question. Then adhe 9 la repeat pannirken. Give a test for fat. Enna adu vandu nee konjam familiar aayirukku. Translucent word konjam familiar aayirukku. Appo idu vandu nama chinna test thane kudukom. So I don't want to give. So I want you to take much time to complete the paper. Right? Actually, to test the presence of starch, I wanted to give. And actually, you practice paniko at the test let the starch. I hope you understand. So this is test for fat. Repeat but still understand. Okay. Then assignment number 11. Vitamins and minerals particular and the video. Yeah. Vitamins. What are vitamins? Vitamins are the vital nutrients required in minute quantities. Vitamins are the vital nutrients required in minute quantities to perform specific physiological and biochemical functions. Physiological and functioning of all the organ and organ systems. Biochemical function, the hormones and tissues functioning the biochemical functions. So I repeat, vitamins are the vital nutrients required in minute quantities to perform specific physiological and biological functions. And Dr. Fung introduced the term vitamin. Next one. Next, name the water soluble and fat soluble vitamin. Water soluble vitamins are vitamin C and the group of B vitamins. Vitamin C and the group of B vitamins. Group of B vitamins are B1, B2, B3, B4, B6 and B12 நம்ம படிச்சோம். Right? So the water soluble vitamins are vitamin C and group of B vitamins. Whereas fat soluble, these water soluble vitamins are to be included in our diet regularly as they are not stored in our body. And then the vitamins, water soluble vitamin, vitamin is easily soluble in. Whereas fat soluble vitamin, they are A, D, E, and K. They are stored in the body along with fats and used when needed. A, D, E, and K. And the table that is fat soluble vitamins. Right? Then write notes on roughage. Write notes on roughage. Roughage, it's also known as dietary fiber. Is the substance in plant food that our body cannot digest. Roughage is also called fiber. It's a substance in the plant food that our body cannot digest. Normally, cellulose, carbohydrate cellulose. It is found in cereals, fruits, beans, and so on. But it is not a nutrient, but adds volumes to the. Roughage is not a nutrient, but adds volume to the food. Very clear? What are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? What are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? Children with kwashiorkor are small with thin limbs, pale and dry skin, and reddish hair. I repeat, children with kwashiorkor are small with thin limbs, pale and dry skin, and reddish hair. They have swollen belly, part belly. They have swollen belly that sticks out and they do not gain weight up. And they are also very weak muscles and problems with the digestion. I'm already discussed with a picture kwashiorkor. That I will refer. I hope you understand. Then list the sources, function, and deficiency disease of vitamin A. List the sources, functions, and deficiency disease of vitamin A. Vitamin A sources are the liver, fish oil, egg, dairy products, green leafy vegetables, yellow or orange fruits, papaya, and carrot. These food sources are rich in vitamin A. And the functions, they are needed for normal vision, helps to fight infections, helps to maintain healthy hair and skin. If it is not in required quantity, then it causes deficiency diseases. Another, night blindness and xerophthalmia. Night blindness and xerophthalmia. Night blindness not able to see in dim light. Whereas xerophthalmia, it is dryness in the skin. Dryness in the eyes. Dryness in the eye. I hope you understand. So here questions. What are vitamins? Name the water soluble and fat soluble vitamin. Write notes on roughage. What are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? List the sources and deficiency disease of vitamin A. I hope you understand. So this is our assignment number 11. Okay. Next, assignment number 12. நான் இது ஜெனரலா தான் உனக்கு பிபிடி கொடுத்திருக்கேன். As different என்ன சொல்றது, we are going to discuss this event சொல்லிருக்கேன் இல்லையா? இதுதான் நமக்கு வந்து விட்டமின் assignment. இந்த லெசன்ல what we are going to discuss, textbook இது சொல்றோம்ல, அதுதான் video number 12. அதுலேருந்து தான் based on the textbook லேருந்து தான் and what we have discussed so far in videos 9, 10, 11 and today's video 12 I have given questions. சரியா? இது வந்து ஜெனரலா இருக்கும். Some questions will be in the book, some will not be. Right? சிலது question bankல இருக்கும். You have to refer and write this test. உனக்கு 1 or 2 question தெரியலனா you don't worry, படிச்சிட்டு பார்க்காம. Okay, but this video number 12 I wrote. Right? Now, what are the symptoms of marasmus? Children with marasmus appear thin with their bones prominently visible. They have dry, loose skin because of the loss of fat and muscle under the skin. ரொம்ப thin bone and a picture comes in marasmus. Yeah, they are very weak and do not gain weight and are prone to infections and suffer from diarrhea. Prone na சீக்கிரம் வியாதி வர chance. Prone to infection and suffer from diarrhea. Diarrhea na loose motion. சரியா? Then why fruits and vegetables be washed before cutting them? இது வந்து general creative question. Okay. Why fruits and vegetables be washed before cutting them? ஏன்னா நம்ம வந்து vitamins and minerals படிச்சிருக்கோம். அதனால இந்த question கொடுத்திருக்கேன். இது வந்து creative question. If the fruits and vegetables are washed after cutting, the water soluble vitamins and minerals will be washed away. So these should be washed before cutting them. I hope you understand. So if the fruits and vegetables are washed after cutting them, the water soluble vitamins and minerals will be washed away. So these should be washed before cutting them. Are you clear? Then what are the symptoms of disease rickets? Rickets on the vitamin D deficiency in children. Vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is also known as sunshine vitamin. Okay. Now bow legs, defective ribs and development of pigeon chest. I repeat, bow legs na pillu mari. Ada bow legs, defective ribs and development of pigeon chest. Next, again, creative question. Tasty food is not always nutritious. Sorry. Tasty food is not always nutritious, and nutritious food may not always be tasty to eat. Give your comment. என்ன சொல்லிருக்கு, ஒரு ஃபுட்டு டேஸ்டா சுட சாப்பிட அந்த சாட் ஐட்டம்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் சாப்பிட சுட சாப்பிட டேஸ்டா, பட் இட் ஹாஸ் நோ நியூட்ரிட்டிவ் வேல்யூ. சேம் டைம் நியூட்ரிஷியஸ் ஃபுட், அதாவது நம்ம கஞ்சி அல்லனா அந்த வீட்டில் சமைச்ச சமையல் அதெல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டோம்னா இட் இஸ் குட், இட் மே நாட் பி டேஸ்டி. ஆனால் அம்மா சமையல் டேஸ்டா இருக்கும், பட் ஸ்டில் சம்டைம் the food may not be tasty. That's one of the question understand, right? The tasty food is not always nutritious. Example, burger, samosa, potato chips. They are tasty, but there is no special nutritive value. These foods contain refined flour, that is maida, spices, and lot of oil, which is not good for health. On the other hand, nutritious food may not always be tasty to eat. In an example, boiled vegetables, pulses are not always tasty, but they are very nutritious and good for health. These food contain important nutrients. What are all? Protein, vitamins, minerals, which help them to make us strong and healthy. I hope you understand this. Then list the components of food that provide nutrients and mention 2 components of food that do not provide nutrients. Example, carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Okay, carbohydrate, fat, proteins, and minerals are the components of food. And the components that do not provide any nutrients, now roughage and water. But they are the must for the food. Roughage has to be taken because it prevents constipation. And water is essential for every part of the digestive portion. I hope you understand this. Okay, so this is video number 12. I repeat, this video number 12. Assignment video 12 general. Some of them are creative question. Okay, now you just have the PDF with you. You just have the PDF lesson with you. Components of food. Underline a meal could consist of chapati, dal, brinjal, curry. So in the food item, the questions may be asked as what are ingredients. And then in the table for it, region Punjab, item on the makkiyada corn cholathula roti pannuva, and the item of dal or meat on the rajma, that is called kidney beans. Vegetable on the mustard leaf curry, the satsang sag, mustard leaf curry, others on the curd and ghee. Whereas Andhra, it is rice, then tur dal and rasam. Tur dal and thoram parpu and rasam. Charum bale Telugu. And then Tondakai, with kundru, right? And then others on the milk, ghee, and pickle. They are famous for avaka pickle. Yeah. So we know that each dish is usually made up of one or more ingredients, which we are getting from plants or animals. Yeah. So these ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body, and they are called nutrients. Right? Then they repeat it. The major nutrients are carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. In addition to that, we need dietary fibers and water. And then we should know that with some simple method, we can test whether cooked food or raw ingredient contains one or more of these items. So, this is the test for starch. Just understand the experiment. Test for starch, we have done starch iodine test. Yeah. Here this Pujo and Bailey, they have taken potato as a test sample, and it is a boiled potato, and they are adding iodine solution. Very clear? So this is testing for starch. Now this carbohydrate, there may be many types of carbohydrate. The main carbohydrate found in our food items are in the form of starch and sugar. So that's the test for starch. And then the next one, what is the inference for that? Observation will be the blue-black color indicates that it contains starch. Okay. Observation, appearance of blue-black color, and then inference, a blue-black color indicates that it contains starch. And then test for protein. Test for protein. It is by biuret test method. Test for protein is biuret test method. Where you take egg white as a sample. Then add caustic soda, the sodium hydroxide. Add caustic soda to this test sample, and then அந்த கையில இது வச்சுருக்காங்க அதான் dropper. இந்த கையில filler சொல்றேன்ல அதான் dropper ன்னு நான் அந்த வீடியோ போது சொன்னேன். With the dropper he is adding caustic soda and then along the sides of the test tube he is adding copper sulfate solution. The dropper la ஒரு blue color இருக்குல்ல அதான் copper sulfate solution. The copper sulfate is bottle இருக்கு அது கிட்ட ஒரு filler இருக்கு பாரு அது பேர் தான் filler or dropper. ஸ்கூல் தரனாட்டு லாக்டவுன் முடிஞ்சு ஸ்கூல்ல எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ணும்போது இந்த dropper சரியா. So along when copper sulfate is added along the sides of the test tube it turns purple color or violet color. Okay, so shake well and let the test tube stand for few minutes. The content of the test tube turned violet. A violet color indicates the presence of protein in the food item. So the egg white on எடுக்கலாம் milk நம்ம எடுத்துக்கலாம் சரியா. And then try to fill up this table. நான் question bankல தந்திருக்கேன். I hope you understand. So raw potato ல வந்து starch present, milk வந்து protein, groundnut வந்து fat. Again uncooked rice starch, cooked rice starch, dry coconut வந்து fat, uncooked tur dal வந்து protein, cooked dal protein. Sometime the result வந்து it will take some time or it வராமலும் இருக்கும். Okay, so vegetable வந்து நீ check பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். Boiled egg white portion வந்து protein. I hope you understand. So test for fat நிறைய நான் சொல்லியாச்சு, அதை repeat பண்ணணும். Right. The next one, vitamins and minerals. These vitamins and minerals they are required in very small quantity. They are protective food. Carbohydrate and fats are energy giving food. Protein is a bodybuilding food, whereas vitamins and minerals they are protective food. I hope you understand. So the given figure I already கொடுத்திருக்கேன் the concerned video போது these are all sources of carbohydrates. These are all sources of carbohydrates. Okay, and then sources of these are all sources of fat. First one வந்து plant source என்னலாம் sunflower oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, soya bean. Whereas animal வந்து meat, ghee, milk, butter, cream and egg. These are all animal sources. சரியா. And then this is protein. Sources for protein. First வந்து plant. எல்லா gram variety சொன்னேன். சனா, கொண்டக்கடலை, மூங்கு தால், இது ஒரு தூர் தால், துவரம் பருப்பு, இது பாசி பயறு, இது வந்து beans, soya bean, இது பட்டாணி சொல்லுவோம்ல அது. Whereas animal sources it is paneer, fish and egg. These are all paneer, fish and egg. These are all protein animal sources. Okay, and they are called body building food. Then as I said, vitamins and minerals. Vitamins are required in very minute quantities. Vitamins are required in very minute quantities, and it is Dr. Fung who introduced the term vitamin. I hope you remember. And as I said, as we have discussed in assignment in this video, another fat soluble vitamin and water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K, whereas water soluble vitamins are vitamin C and B complex. B complex na B1, B2, B3, B4, B6 and B12. I hope you remember. So இதெல்லாம் நான் மறுபடியும் ரிப்பீட் பண்ண மாட்டேன். நீ go through பண்ணனா picture பார்த்தாலே you should know to understand. Papaya, carrot, mango, fish oil and milk, carrot, இதெல்லாம் vitamin A. Vitamin B வந்து rice, liver, wheat. Vitamin C, guava, green chili, lemon, amla, then vitamin D, milk, butter, liver, fish, and egg, and sunlight, sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D is also known as sunshine vitamin. I hope you understand. Then iodine sources on the fish, mint, ginger, adella sources of iodine. Sources of phosphorus on the milk, banana, chili, and some grapes. Okay. Then it is iron, apple, green leaves, and choraka merit. Right, okay. Calcium and the milk, egg. And besides these nutrients, our body needs dietary fibers and water. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Roughage is mainly provided by plant products in our food, whole grain and pulses, potato, fresh foods and vegetables are the main sources of roughage. Vitamins and minerals. Yeah. Now, balanced diet. Balanced diet, the diet should contain a good amount of, equal amount of, or we say required amount of the food components that is forming the diet. Okay. And this deficiency diseases, in detail, tablet PPT, video number 10. You will refer, because in our textbook there are only very little given. As vitamin A, poor vision, loss of vision, and night blindness, and xerophthalmia, dryness in eye. B1, weak muscle and very little energy to work. Vitamin C, scurvy, bleeding gum. D, rickets. Then calcium and the bone and tooth decay. Iodine and the goiter, iron, anemia. I hope you understand. So this is for our second lesson, chapter 2, components of food. Now name the major nutrients. Name the following nutrients which give mainly energy with the carbohydrate needed for growth and maintenance, protein, and vitamin required for good eyesight, vitamin A, right? And then bone healthy with the calcium. The name 2 food enriched in the textbook refer panna. Adhe mari fill in the blanks, you fill it up. Then next video session la namma discuss. I hope you are able to follow this, right? So here the keywords that we have learned: balanced diet, very carbohydrate, energy, fat, minerals, nutrients, proteins, roughage, scurvy, starch, and vitamins. I hope you follow. And then we come across one more term called obesity. When excess food is stored in our body, fat, especially fat-rich food stored in our body, person will be suffering from the condition called obesity. So the person is called obesity. I hope you follow. So another question, what is it? Create a question in the assignment 12. If the vegetables and fruits, page 14, if the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting and peeling them, it may result in the loss of some vitamins. The skins of many vegetables and fruits contain vitamins and minerals. In the line, Nana Pachiko, mark panna, right? Similarly, repeated washing of rice and pulses may remove some vitamins and minerals present in them. I hope you understand. So this is for our video number 12. Remember in the page vitamin page 15 cooking also results in loss of certain nutrients. Many useful proteins and considerable amount of minerals or lost if excess water is used during cooking and then thrown away. Same way, vitamin C easily gets destroyed by heat during cooking. So, it would not be sensible to include some fruits and raw vegetables in our diet. I hope you follow this. Huh? So, this is our video number 12 where we have discussed what? Assignment number 9, 10, 11 and 12 and then the lesson I have just summing recollecting the points for components of food. I hope you have understood. So we'll continue in the next video session. Have a good day. Are you clear? We'll continue in the next video session.